Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lakota East High School, home of the Thunderhawks tonight and the Hawks next. We have another conference matchup between your Lakota East Thunderhawks and the Oak Hill Highlanders. I'm Dave Royce, and I'm missing my partner tonight. Ken Yablonsky's out on the road, so I'm here all solo for you. Going to try to give you the best action we can as we're getting ready for the tip-off here, as both starting lineups have been called. Savannah takes the tip and tips that over to Sarah. And we have the freshmen starting tonight. Nice layup right away as Savannah Smith goes for two. Looks like Coach Wallace putting the press on right away here on the Oak Hill Highlanders. Oak Hill's coming off of two big losses in the last week here. One to Mason and then the other night to Princeton. And the Thunderhawks just coming off a win against Hamilton and a hard, tough battle against Sycamore as the Hawks are moving the ball around. There's a rebound by Brooke Asher. Finds Madison French. She goes in for a deuce. And the Hawks are up 4-0 quick with the press. Oak Hills has a balanced lined up in there too. One senior, two juniors, a sophomore, and they are starting one freshman, Riley Philpott, who we found out is a cousin of Coach Philpott, our JV2 coach. It's a little family rivalry going on here tonight in the Hawks Nest. Ball out to Oak Hills. They come up top to Philpott. Philpott over to Campbell, who takes the shot and misses. And the ball comes up quick. Looking for Savannah Smith underneath, and there it is, the layup. My favorite shot in basketball and best shot in basketball is a layup, as we're going to see here as Woody gets it up to French. French finds Smith, and she goes right off the glass for two. And that's a quick timeout after that by the Highlanders as Coach Wallace gives some instruction over here to his starting five. And as you can see, a quick start here, 6-0 as the Highlander coach, that is head coach Chris Grampy, giving his girls instruction there after the quick 6-0 start. So East comes into the game 2-2 here in the conference, and Oak Hill's 1-3. Like I said, they've come out two hard losses against Mason and Princeton, as the Highlanders now trying to break the press, getting up. Now the ball gets stolen by Brooke Asher. She throws it over Savannah Smith looking, and it goes bouncing around bouncing around and hits the right in front of the box here. Looks like it hit the out of bounds line. There's Coach Wallace, ready to go tonight. Got the wristband on and everything. As the Hawks work the ball around, find Woody in the corner. She pops one up there, hits the backboard and comes down right to French, and French shoots it over to Smith. She puts it up now. Ashley Foltz comes in the lineup, number 5, as the Hawks get back, as Oak Hills was trying to take advantage of their fast break there. Emma Foll comes in for I think that was for Brooke Asher. .22. So as Erica Collette made the 23. She's at the coverage on Madison French as Madison drives and goes up off the glass for two. And here comes the press by the Hawks. And the Highlanders looks like they're going to throw it away. Woody taps it over to Smith. Smith has the ball. and that's a steal by the Hawks. Emma has the ball out top, looking for Woody. Woody tops it down to Smith. She's going to go up off the glass left-handed. And Madison French just gets a tap and got out of bounds. Now Olivia Hines comes in for Woody. And I see Sarah Seawalk coming in. Nope, they missed her. As she ran to the boards there, you can see her huddling down right in front of us. And that looks like it's going to come right at us and out of bounds as the Highlanders are still struggling with the press. And now Sarah will come in for Ashley. As the Full sisters were in the game a little bit. Special time for them, being able to play together here. And not every sibling gets that chance, and it is special when they do. So throws it over to Madison French. Madison looks to drive. She pulls up. Savannah takes a shot. Good rebound by Sarah as she goes in, and Madison gets hit on the arm, but no call. As the press is still on. And we're going to get a foul right down below there on Hines. 22 Hines with the foul from the behind. Little push. And they were getting really close to the 10-second count there, the Highlanders were. And we're starting to panic as they get the ball, and Coach Wallace pulls the press off. Now going into a half court. As Colette throws that ball in. She is the high scorer for the Highlanders, number 23, so we'll keep an eye on her as she comes over to help out and then throws it deep into the corner. And the ball goes up. Oh, I thought Sarah had a good box out there. No call, but the Hawks get the roll of the ball off of the Highlander out of bounds. So East ball. And then Riley Wood comes in for Savannah Smith for the Hawks as she has the ball, looks around, finds Hines. She shot fakes, back over to Emma, to Madison. Madison and Colette is really on her tight tonight, as I'm sure they watched some film there. Now Hines kicks it over to Wood. French in the corner wide open. She takes a shot fake, looking to drive, and then kicks it back out. Hines throws one up, just a little bit out of her reach as Madison tries to save it but can't. And Coach Wallace subbing frequently as I think Brooke comes back in and Peyton Woody comes back into the game. There's a loose ball, the freshman will grab. Brooke Asher now brings it up the floor. Commanding as she directs traffic. Now Sarah has the ball. She's commanding from the top. Looks for Woody. Over to Asher. Brooke drives. Tries to go down baseline but gets it stolen. And Highlanders have it in the backcourt. Bringing it up. Emma cuts ball. Shot from deep in the three-point land and out of bounds off the Highlanders. So just 2:35 left here in the first quarter, and East is up 8-2. As we get another substitute, Savannah Smith comes back in for Riley Wood. Nice give and go right there between Sarah and Peyton for two. Now Erica Colette, like I said, she is the mainstay for the Highlanders. Averaging about 6 points per game, but 3 steals and right around 6 rebounds. And leads, or I shouldn't say leads the league, but number 3 in the conference on those steals too, at 3.3 per game. Cornett is for the Highlanders. Now Brooke Asher has the ball, swings it over to Smith. Madison French looks to drive, goes with a little floater, and he's going to get a foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is called on number 20, Brooklyn Witt. Her first, team's first.
So Madison drains the first one. Shooting around 54% from the line as Madison goes for her second shot and drains that one too. And that takes her up to 6 points already in this contest. As the Highlanders go, ball goes off of Sarah and luckily right back in the Highlanders' hand as they come straight down. Peyton Woody with a big block, and the ball gets kicked out to Asher as she gets it up to Smith, gets pushed from behind and almost completed the old-fashioned three-point play as the Hawks, Lady Hawks, got the ball up quick. Saw Savannah down there in the paint all by herself, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. She misses the first. There's a good shot of the crowd. A little thin tonight on a Wednesday night in the middle of December here in Liberty Township. A lot of Christmas shopping going on, I'm sure. A lot of people on the road traveling. So shout out to my partner out there, Ken, if you're traveling and watching. Miss you here in the booth. Now the ball gets to Madison, and Madison sings it down to Sarah. Sarah looks for Smith. Smith goes up, but Peyton Woody fights for the ball, and it's going to stay East way. Cornett comes back into the ball game for the Highlanders after a very short rest. So East ball underneath. Brooks tosses it out to Savannah. Back to Brooke. She goes over top to Seawalk. She drives. Nice little drive. Goes up left-handed, but just can't get it off the right part of the glass, and it comes off the rim, and Highlander ball as they attack quickly. And that's partially blocked by Woody and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay Highlander ball as now. Jalen Robinson now comes in for the Hawks. Haven't seen Jalen in a while. I think she's been out with some injuries. And Emma Full comes in too. As there's just 46 seconds left in this first quarter, and the Highlanders looking to move the ball now. Dean takes it in, puts a shot up, and we're going to have Smith and Brooke Wecky tied up. And that'll be jump ball. Possession goes to East. So Hawks probably looking for the last shot here with just 26 seconds and running, as the Highlanders aren't going to let them hold on to the ball and come out and start to guard right away. And Madison French gets it into Savannah. Savannah turns, looks, just off the rim, as that looked like a good shot, and I thought she was going to drain that. Now Cornett finds Philpott down, and Madison French hustles down with a two-handed block. Not in my house. We're going to get another replay of this, as there's the quick outlet over to Cornett. She baseball throws it down, and there's the hustle. Madison French goes airborne with a nice two-handed block. Doesn't make that big arm swing that we see a lot of times that referees love to call, just kind of straight up with two hands. And with 3.8 seconds is able to make the Highlanders inbound the ball and get the last shot off, but not successful. As we come to the end of one, Lakota East 13, Oak Hills 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to home of the Thunderhawks, as the Lady Hawks right now are up 13-2 over the Oak Hill Highlanders in this interconference battle here on a Wednesday night in December, as the Hawks have been putting the pressure on, but the full court press has given the Oak Hill Highlanders a little tough time getting up the court. And Coach Wallace has been using the bench, so running a lot of kids in. Oak Hill's bench not nearly as deep, and we'll see how that fares out later in the game. But right now, the East comfortably right now with an 11-point lead. Still have opportunities out there to make a couple more shots, but the Lady Hawks are doing pretty well. Like I said, as Coach Wallace has used quite a few players tonight in the game so far. So looks like to start the second quarter here, we see French, Foles, Seawalk, Hines, and Wood in for the Lady Hawks, as it looks like they were in a 3-2 zone, showing a little different look as the ball gets up to Madison. Nice pass to Wood, who just couldn't get a great hand on it to get it up to the glass, and now Sarah Seawalk steals that ball as Madison looks, pulls up, Hines, Seawalk, Foles. Nice play as the Cornet just seems to be all over the court there for the Highlanders, who gets a piece of that, goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Lakota ball. So Oak Hill Highlanders make a few subs here. Nice cut by French on the inbound for two. And here's still the full court trap, as East is sitting there holding on to them. Now they get it back to Cornet, their gun, as the ball goes off somebody's hand, and French tries to throw it up. Looked like she got fouled there, but nothing called, as now the Highlanders bring it back up, racing into the corner. Finds number 22, makes a nice drive with a nice little bit roll, but it does not get a friendly bounce off the Lakota rim, and now the ball's on the ground. Foles has it, trying to pull up. She gets it out to Wood, and we'll reset, as now Emma has the ball and brings it up. Finds Sarah, who's yet to shoot a three-pointer. And boy, if you guys remember our last broadcast, I said if Sarah gets hot, look out, lights out. As Madison French goes up nicely with the floater high off the glass, and she has another two. That gives her 10 so far in this first half, as Oak Hills beats the press, takes a shot, but goes deep over the rim, and the Lady Hawks coming right back, pushing the issue. Nice pass over to Sarah, as Emma gets the ball, puts it up and off the rim, but an offensive rebound for the ladies. And now Hines will take a shot at the three-pointer. She can't get it. Sarah slips in there, gets a great offensive rebound, and puts it back up. That's her first points of the night, and that's a 19-2 now total for 17-point lead for the Lady Hawks. Just here with 5:42 left in the second quarter, and we get a timeout, as a Highlander coach had seen enough. So Coach Gramke says, hold on, timeout, let's reset. He's talking to his five. Coach Wallace talking to his five that are on the floor. I think that's a full timeout. So we'll hang out right here, as I think the lady coaches had Christmas night tonight. So they've got their Christmas stuff on, as we see Coach Bobinger and Wallace still in their traditional black. So a little shout out to the lady coaches for their Christmas attire here tonight. As we are getting close, December 15th, just a few more shopping days away. And right now, the Lady Hawks are giving Coach Wallace a nice early Christmas present with a 17-point lead here with 5:42 left. So Oak Hill's ball after the made basket on the offensive rebound by Seawalk, and Hawks come right back with the full court pressure. And I think that's the person you want to have trapped right there. Oh, Savannah Smith mishandles the ball, and the Highlanders take advantage of that one, as that should have been going the other way. Very unlikely for Savannah, and she knows it, so she'll shake that off and get right back in the game. As Madison French makes a nice crossover dribble, and then gets knocked to the ground. And that's only the third team foul for the Highlanders.
Foul is called on number 12.
Everybody looking good in the foul category here. Nobody has any more than one. Most have 0, as there's only been 8 total fouls, 5 on the Hawks and 3 on the Highlanders, as Asher makes a long pass over to Ashley in the corner, but she can't stretch high enough to get there, and the ball goes out of bounds. So the Highlanders have the ball, bringing it up, looking to break the press again as they go to the center dot, wide to the right. That's been their thing. I've watched the 2 JV games, same press break where they try to come to the center and then go wide right down the right-hand lane. Now the Highlanders inbound, go right to work as Cornett gets it into McMillan. McMillan showing at 6'1" here on the roster. There's a nice grab by Savannah as she reaches up and grabs that ball, securing it. After that last play, she knows she's going to grab it hard as the ball goes into her. No one guarding her as they go back door, but who was that to Ashley, and she kicks it back out over to Hines, who goes deep for 3. Olivia Hines for a 3-pointer. And now the Highlanders come our way and go back in, but Ashley steals that. She's got a 2-on-1 looking for help. Kicks it back out to Brooke. Brooke back to her, over to Smith, to Hines. Hines to French. French will take the drive off the glass. Oh, I thought that was going to roll in for her as she grabs the rebound, goes back up. Oh, gets kind of knocked in the head there, but retreats and gets right back into the play as McMillan now comes in, goes over to 12 with a nice little baseline drive. And Dissinger goes in for 2 off the baseline. All right, Coach Wallace wanted them to go right back to Hines, and instead they go underneath. And I like that play. Pound those boards. Savannah Smith, she can play inside, outside. She gets hot in there and then steps out. And I don't think the Highlanders have a whole lot of answer for her inside. Just McMillan at 6'1", but I can tell you from where I'm standing or sitting here, McMillan is breathing hard, and I'd pound that ball in some more and keep running these Highlanders if I were Coach Wallace. So we'll see what he does. Like I said, he's been using a lot of bench, as we see right here. 3 in for the Lady Hawks, and the Highlanders try to answer that with 3. So, and here comes another. I think Wood's going to come in for Smith. If she makes this, she does. So Wood in for Smith. Woody's in. And Emma falls. Sarah Seawalk and Brooke Asher for the Lady Hawks, all in right now. Fresh legs, putting the press on, and the Highlanders just get it over the line. And now here comes the half-court trap over to Cornett, 23. She shoots it over to Philpott. Philpott takes one deep as Emma Foles was trying to box out down there. Now gets a little piece of the ball, gets another piece of the ball. It's loose as they're going to fight for it. Still fighting for the loose ball. As the Highlanders bring it up, somebody's got a cut ball. 12 takes a shot, and Oak Hills gets a favorable rebound. Drops down to number 20, Wick, and I think she's going to go to the line and shoot. Nope, they're going to say it was on the ground. And the Highlander coach does not like that. Thought she was in the act of shooting, but the referee's going to say nope. And it's going to be Oak Hill's ball underneath the basket, as the coach there was not happy from the Highlanders. As Oak Hills now has the ball, working it from the outside. That's number 10. Coles had the ball. Nice spin move, but Sarah Seawalk in the right spot and throws it up to Ash. Brooke puts the brakes on and goes up for 2. And that's her first points of the game. So the Lakota freshman getting lots of playing time and get some points here for the night. As Wick grabs the loose ball and goes up for the Highlanders and gets an easy 2 there. As it's now 26-8 with just right at the 2-minute mark here before the half. Is nice. Sarah with a nice back door cut. We're going to see this replay as Brooke gets the ball knocked away, and Wood sees the backdoor cut, and Seawalk goes up but gets hammered, and he'll go to the line for 2. And she'll make the first one, and here comes more subs. 2 for Oak Hills, and the Hawks are going to bring in Savannah Smith and Madison French again. And I think one's sitting here waiting for Sarah if she makes this too, as it goes wide, and Savannah jumps in there. Thought she had that rebound, and they battle for it, and they're going to call it out. Oak Hill's ball is. And Mary Kindrich comes in to the game here for the Lady Hawks. As the Hawks still with that full court press, as the Highlanders throw it across. There's the drop they were looking for. As they get it over, oh, that should have been double dribble there as she lost it. As Emma Fultz provides, oh, nice. That's a player control foul, push off with the elbow. As Emma Fultz was in there giving the hard defense right there and picks up, or draws, I should say, the foul on the Highlander with a player control push off. So 133 here. We'll see what Coach Wallace wants. Last shot, or if he's just going to continue to play this. Everything's been working well, so I'd say, hey, just keep going with what works. As, wow, downtown, Peyton Woody goes from the corner, and that's a tray. As the Hawks are still with that full court press. Got the trap going there, and Emma Fultz comes up with that. She goes in hard off the glass. Madison French with the pickup, and she'll go back up. And at the 1-minute mark, the Highlanders still hadn't seen enough and want to call timeout here, as we now reach 32-8. As East continues to extend their lead and using the whole bench. As you can see, Coach Grampke there talking to his ladies, Highlanders. He is not a happy camper. I'll tell you what, though, they've been doing pretty good breaking the press. It's just once they get down in their offense, it seems like they're looking for certain players, and if those players aren't open, they're struggling. But back on defense, Coach Wallace has a game plan tonight to move the ball around quickly, going inside, outside, getting layups. Like I just said, Woody hits the big three-pointer there just on that last possession. And the Highlanders are going to get the ball underneath the basket here. 1 minute left to play in this half, as they go left to right, right to left. And they go far down the right-hand side. And Philpott takes it in, goes all the way down, but drags the foot and walks. So Kindrich inbounds the ball to Emma. As she comes up, looks over at Coach Wallace for instructions and walks it up the court, makes a move, comes around, goes to Woody, Woody to Smith, Smith to French, to Kendrich, back to French. Madison makes a couple of moves, gets the ball over to Mary. Now Savannah looking around, still got 23 seconds left as French pushes it down, restarts the clock, makes another move. Just the hands on Madison French are just incredible as she controls the ball. And now they said Emma took a few too many steps off the start, and that'll be a turnover for the Lady Hawks with 13 seconds left. And Coach Wallace pulls back the press, and looks like he went into a zone here. He's got a little 2-3 zone going for this last 13 seconds, and the ball goes out of bounds. We're going to have a quick sub here. Jalen Robinson comes in for Madison French. And Madison doing more than her fair share in this first half. Now there's a nice pickup from Emma as she was the one that drug her foot. Oh, and throws it up there, and it hits off the rim at the buzzer. So here at the half, it's your Lady Hawks 32, the Oak Hills Highlander 8. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lakota East High School, where your Lady Hawks are up right now 32-8 over the Oak Hill Highlanders, and so far it's been all East way with the press in the first half, as Coach Wallace has put a full court press on the Highlanders and have just shut them down as they get the ball to start off the second half here, as Madison French goes up and gets thrown to the ground, but no foul, and she gets right back up and plays defense and gives Coach Wallace the thumbs up. I'm okay. Madison, a tough cookie out there, smiling, having fun. Has 12 points right now out of the nice steal right there. Always playing defense. Oh my goodness, as she just gets thundered to the ground and gets up smiling. There's Madison giving the smile, telling Coach again, I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't take me out. She'll go to the line to shoot two. And drains the first one. As we look at some halftime stats, as the Hawks have been doing pretty well from the free throw line. As Madison shoots her second one, and I jinx her right there, as the Hawks were shooting 75%. And she misses one, comes right back, plays defense. And there you go. I don't have to say it. You guys can watch it. As she now sets up, and here comes the full court press again with Emma Foles, Sarah Seawalk, Woody, and Smith all in there still, as the Highlanders break that deep, and they get a layup by Wake, number 20 for the Highlanders. So mentioning some stats here, as Madison dribbles away, gets over to Savannah, finds Woody cutting through the lane. She'll kick it back out as French has to fight again and gets fouled. So that foul's on Philpott for the Highlanders. And that's only her first. Like I said, no one really in any foul trouble on either team. It's been a pretty clean game, well played, physical but clean. As French now looks, makes a nice crossover dribble, kicks it back to Woody. She goes up and drains another three from downtown. Peyton Woody, that'll give her 8 on the night, and 2 of those are 2 big trays, as the Highlanders go deep and almost had another layup, but the Hawks recover. And Woody grabs the rebound, goes to Foles. She goes up off the glass and gets a nice roll, as Emma takes it coast to coast, as nobody wanted to cut ball, and smartly just takes it in and up off the glass and extends that Hawk lead, as now the Hawks get beat back, but number 12 can't make the layup, and Woody gets another rebound, goes to Sarah. She kicks it out to Savannah. Illegal screen they're going to call on Sarah. She had the ball and tossed it out. I'm not for sure. So nonetheless, turnover there, as we get our first substitution for the Hawks. Brooke Asher comes back in, and they go over top, go back over. There's a travel not called, and Wick goes up. Savannah Smith does a nice box out, grabs the ball, gets pushed out of bounds, and it'll stay East ball. So the Hawks in the first half shot 44% from the field, and the Highlanders only 19, as that press has just really shut down the Lady Highlanders, as Madison French now drives, goes, nice kiss off the glass, 24, and that'll give her 15 for the night. Madison French with 2. Cornett comes up hard as she dribbles through. And now they're going to call that on Sarah. And she picks up 2 quick ones here at the beginning of the first half. The illegal block that we missed, and then a little reach in there. So some substitutions by the Highlanders. They bring the 6'1" McMillan back in. as she kicks it out. As number 12 goes in left-handed. Dissinger. She gets 2 and now puts the Highlanders finally in double digits. As Smith drives the baseline, goes up strong and a little too much as it goes off the rim, and now Cornett comes in. She dribbles the ball way up in her shoulder, and I'm really surprised she's getting away with that and not getting it stolen, but she does go coast to coast and gets 2. Now Smith goes in, puts the brakes on, goes to Wood. Wood back out to Seawalk, and Sarah does a little floater, and she'll get 2. As Coach Wallace keeps that press on, as you can see the Hawks moving up. And now Dissinger takes it in, cuts over, throws the ball up, and Wood gets the rebound. Madison French looks down, finds Brooke Asher wide open for the fast break deuce. And the Hawks go up 44-14 as they steal from behind by Brooke. As Savannah was driving, looking to make that pass, and it goes off the Highlanders' foot. So the Hawks got a 30-point lead here, only halfway through the third, with 4:01 left, as some substitutions come in. Jalen comes back in. Jalen Robinson, I'm sorry. And she comes in for East as she goes struggling for the ball. And those Lady Highlanders, they're going to be physical, no doubt. Every time you play Oak Hills, it's going to be physical. It's that West Side pride coming out of them. I can say that as a West Side pass holder. As Madison French grabs it, makes a play, comes down the middle, throws it to Robinson. Robinson to Hines. Hines puts one up. Oh, just hits the front of the rim. And Robinson hustling, diving on the floor for that ball, and goes off her hand.
Checking in for East. Number 3, Emma Folds.
Emma Folds comes back in. She's going to give Madison a breather, and now the Highlanders make a substitution and bring in number 13 that I don't see on the roster here. So I think she's a JV player that came up. As she comes straight in, gets the ball though, goes hard to the glass, and gets 2 the old-fashioned way. Just post up and gets the space into the paint, and now there's a little give and go from Wood to Asher over to Foles, and Emma takes a shot but doesn't drop it. As the Highlanders bring it right back. I'll tell you, the Highlanders aren't slowing down with the pace. They're bringing the ball right back to the Lady Hawks, making them get back on D if they're not getting back. And the ball goes off. I think it was the Hawks, and it should be the Highlanders' ball. Cornett comes right back in the game. Very short rest for her, as she only has 4 points so far for tonight, and normally averages 6 to 6.5 points per game. So that's what I was talking about, that press, as the ball gets over to Robinson, and she goes up off the glass, and she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Now it's called on number 2, Courtney Dean. For second, team's third, line shooting 2, number 23, Jayla Robinson.
So Jalen shoots her first one, hits the front of the rim.
Oak Hills, number 20, Brooklyn Wick.
And Wick comes back in, gives McMillan a rest, as that press has been putting
Second free goes good.
a lot on both teams. As I said, Coach Wallace going deep in the bench and forcing the Highlanders to use every bit of their bench and keep fresh legs out there. So Cornett takes it, tries a spin move, and Robinson gets a little hand in there. Now Asher right up on her as she tries to push her away, goes in, and Woody puts it up, tosses it out. Hines is going to give the chase. She's going to grab it. And Brooke has it, looks up, finds Emma. She drives the lane, goes over to Wood. And Wood's looking for help. And she gets the Hines. Olivia Hines looking for the ball inside. Needs the grab and goes straight up. But she got fouled either way, so the ball will be underneath the Hawks basket as Emma takes it out. Oh, they're looking for Robinson the whole way, and she just couldn't handle the inbound pass because she's cutting through to the basket. Had a chance. Now she's playing tough defense as Highlanders go over to the corner to Philpott. She takes a shot off the rim, and number 20, Wick, gets another offensive rebound. I think that is her at least second offensive board back up out of her 6 points. 4 of them are on offensive boards as Hines is looking and gets it over to Asher. Now we're kind of getting in our own way there for a minute as Brooke starts to quarterback out there. Emma Foles looking around, looking for that backcourt cut as Wood goes thinking about the three-pointer. Then she goes, I don't know if we can get a replay of that. The Highlanders are not happy. It looked like a good clean block. I don't know, we'll see here as Brooke Asher goes to Wood. She shot fakes, now comes through. Ooh, I don't know, maybe a little piece of the hand. Highlanders coach is not happy with it either. Number 20 was not happy. She thought she had a good clean block. And I can understand, you know, you're down almost 30 points, you make a play. These girls are playing their hearts out. The emotion comes out. I love it. I love it. Keep playing hard, ladies. There's a quick foul now. So that might have been a makeup call there. That was, coach was riding the referees as they came back down. It's a pretty quick whistle as the Highlanders will go in the backcourt. Robinson giving the defense as Foles just steps right in, takes that, trying to get a handle on it. She'll pull out, hold up, gets it to Robinson. She looks to drive, nice pass into Wood. And the Highlanders are falling on the floor. So a little reach-in foul there by Brooke. It's only her second. And like I said, no one's in foul trouble with just 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Highlanders bring the ball up, looking for their JV player off the bench, and she goes off the backboard. So the bank is open, and she picks up. Oh, they said that she was inside the line, just a 2. But 4 points off the bench for that young lady coming in, getting some opportunities to play at the varsity level now. Emma Foles loses the handle, looking for the foul. Probably not going to get a lot of whistles going your way right now when you're up 27 points. As the Highlanders now bring the ball up, looking to see if they can get the last shot off. And they throw it over to the JV player again, and she goes off the bank again. And hey, Oak Hill Savings and Loan is open, and she goes in here. We're going to see a replay as Robinson has the defense. There goes. She just throws one up. Boom, boom, off the bank in cash money. And that'll bring the Oak Hills Highlanders up to 22 points as your Lady Hawks are at 47-22 at the end of 3. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to the Thunderhawk home of the Lady Thunderhawks, your Lakota East girls varsity basketball up right now 47-22 over the Oak Hills Highlanders, as the Highlanders had a little action there at the end. Little bank off the glass as they get another two, but the Lady Hawks doing everything they need to do to stay in control, as Coach Wallace has been using quite a few people off the bench, letting some girls that help get a lot of playing time see some action as we start up the fourth quarter here. And just want to give a shout out to Westchester Cable and all the folks out there online watching. You can grab us on social media and watch on Westchester Cable, watch on YouTube. So thanks for everybody out there watching, and hopefully we're giving you what you got. I'm here alone, Dave Royce today, all alone. Ken, still missing you here in the booth, and I know he'll be back with me on the next broadcast, as the Lady Hawks now are on defense. And so, yeah, just keep sharing the word out there. We thank everybody on social media, all those that are helping out, sponsors, anything, Metal Muffins. We'll come back to that. So the ball goes out of bounds underneath off of East, and the Highlanders will keep it underneath their own basket. Nice toss in right to McMillan underneath. And the Hawks kind of got caught sleeping there, as now I see a couple of the JV players that are up playing. Peyton Woody gets it, takes a nice look, goes back in, goes off the glass for two. Peyton Woody's fine. She's feeling it tonight. That's I think that's Peyton's. I don't have her up on the board for some reason, but that's got to be her either. I think that's her 10th point. Playing a really nice game tonight, number 33 is. So Mary Kindrich in there, Madison French, Savannah Smith, Peyton Woody. I think that's Phoebe Towles in also, as Kate McMullen goes up for two. As now Cornett's giving her a hard time as it gets tossed away, and then the Hawks fall on each other, and there's a loose ball, and they're going to say that stays Oak Hill's way. As Cornett kicks the ball out of bounds. And there's the trying to pick up, I know she was on the, I think that's Carr maybe, from the JV squad. That's how her 8th point off the bench. And I think she's the team leader right now for Oak Hills, as Oak Hills picking it up here in the fourth quarter. And there's a big three-pointer shot by Dissinger. And they cut into a little bit of that 27-point lead and make it a 18-point lead with 5:59, which is plenty of time left. It's not over, as they say at Meadow Muffins, till the bus gets started and the band's done. So I'll make that a little shout out to my brother-in-law out there watching. So Coach Wallace not happy with that last few seconds up and down the court here, as the Highlanders pick up 7 quick points on 1 3-pointer and 2 deuces, and cut this lead in to 49-13 here early in the fourth quarter. So we got a little substitution issue right here that the referee's coming over to the table talking. As the Highlanders break the huddle, It's East ball. And now the Highlanders are going to look to do some pressing here. As Wallace puts back in French, Seawalk, Woody, Foles, and Smith. As Emma now has the ball. And now the Highlanders come way out on the defense as they find Sarah at the top of the key and kick it back out. So it looks like East is happy with holding on to the ball, spreading the court a little bit, killing some time, and going to look for that nice wide open shot, I think. As Sarah now has it, goes, just a little bit behind Woody because she was ready to break down the baseline. Had that pass been in front of her. So French has the ball. She looks around. Madison goes to Foles. Foles goes in, kicks it back out to Smith. Back out to French. As now they go in. Nice pass from Savannah Smith to Peyton Woody. As the two forwards work together, we'll see a nice replay here. French goes into Smith. Smith makes a move. Finds Woody break into the basket wide open for two. And that stretches that lead back out to 20 points here with 4:49 left in the fourth. 51-31. Lady Hawks still taking care of business, but still plenty of time left here for Oak Hills to try to make a comeback. But I think the Lady Hawks are going to put the brakes on that here as Coach Wallace sends out a few more of those normal starters, though the bench has played well tonight for the Lady Hawks coming in. Everybody contributing offensively, defensively to get that original lead. And now Oak Hills comes in. Wallace still holding on with the press as East is looking the trap. There's a loose ball as McMillan picks it up. She turns and shoots, and East will grab the rebound. Goes to French as they were initially looking the trap and then pull back as she breaks right through the defense. Woody going down the baseline. She tosses it back out to Emma, and they go back to a four-corner. Looking for that wide open shot. Woody up to French. French coming through. Nice move. And I think they're trying to foul right now. Looking to foul. And they foul Madison French as the coach is yelling, "Fowler, Fowler." So 4 substitutes here for Oak Hills. As French gets the ball on the inbound. There's those good hands by Madison, just bringing it up with confidence. Looks over to Smith. Smith to Foles. Foles looking over to Seawalk. Savannah Smith was cutting base. Back door was wide open. As they foul again. Trying to get, I think, to that 1-and-1 to get the possession change. And I think that is going to be their 7th, so that'll make it 1-and-1 and put Madison French on the line. Madison goes just a little deep in the rim there and gets a big bounce and misses the front end of that one. As now Cornett comes in with that high dribble up in that shoulder. And probably good that she's fast, because a lot of people would probably steal that. As now Sarah was looking to Peyton Woody, but they didn't communicate. And Sarah throws that off. So Oak Hills is going to call a timeout here at 3:23 left. Full timeout, down 20, and trying to look some way, somehow, to climb back into this game. As he gives his players a rest and he's going to sit down and talk to them. And he's doing a good job. He's coaching these girls up. They're down 20. And like I said, they came off of 2 big losses this past week. 74-30 against Princeton and 65-31 on Saturday night against Mason. Where East just came off of a big win over Hamilton, 63-22 last Wednesday, and then a tough one on Saturday against Sycamore. But I do know that the East had a few kids not feeling great, had a few kids out sick, and so they are mending on their way back. And it doesn't look like anybody's feeling bad tonight as they've been running around on the full court press. Girls are laughing, having fun with each other, and that's what it should all be about in high school sports, having fun, playing something that you love. And looks like right now the Lady Hawks are really enjoying themselves with this 20-point lead as the Highlanders bring the ball up. Cornett has the ball. And the Hawks have done a great job shutting her down today. As she has 4 points, and like I said, her normal average is about 6.5 points per game. And there, Wick had the ball, and Peyton Woody gets her hands in there and gets a nice tie up. That's it. Peyton's playing a really great game tonight, both offensively and defensively, and gets the jump ball, and possession will come to East. As Emma drags that foot again and gets a traveling call. And that saved a foul there because I think Highlanders were looking to trap and foul. Put her on the line and change possession. So we'll see if the Highlanders start trying to shoot threes as the 13 takes another shot and goes hard off the glass. So I guess Oak Hill Savings Loan isn't open all night, just earlier, as the bank did not work that time.
Checking in for the East, number 21, Brooke Asher. Rose, number 10.
So a couple substitutions here. One for Oak Hills and one for East as Brooke Asher comes back in the game at the guard position. Emma Foles in there, Madison French, Peyton Woody, Savannah Smith as they try to go across court. Madison French takes that down, pushes the issue right up through the lane, looks, kicks out to Asher, Asher to Smith, to Foles, back to Asher, and now they're back in that 4-corner spread offense. And that's going to put Brooke on the line for a 1-and-1.
Our third, team's 8. Checking in for the Highlanders, number 2, Courtney Dean. At the line, shooting 1-1, number 21, Brooke Asher.
So Brooke will be on the line for that 1-and-1.
For the Hawks, number 25.
Trying to pump up that free throw percentage. And she gets the front end. And now we have another substitution.
Number 13, Sydney Chenault.
And Sydney Chenault coming into the game. Sydney seeing some minutes here for the first time tonight.
Second free throw's good.
So Sydney come in to play in that forward position. And Wood comes in for Smith with just under 2 minutes to go, and the Hawks up 22. And Oak Hills throws the ball wild and are able to run that one down. And still working their offense. I really thought the Highlanders would start shooting a bunch of threes to try to get back into this and foul and put the Hawks on the line and see if they can make foul shots. As Madison brings the ball up. Whoa. Gets pushed down. Tough kid. She takes some hard fouls. I see got those knee pads on. Got those knee pads on. I'm always talking to her dad about look at her knees and how hard she plays. Here she goes over in the corner. Gets just tackled there. 2nd and 10. But gets up smiling every time and goes to the line. As she makes the first one on the buzzer. So a little confusion there. The players coming in for the shooter. And Madison said over to coach, who, me? I don't think she was intentionally missing the stay in there. So now she steals the ball, goes. This one she's going to take off the glass hard. Nice and soft, hard charging. Madison French with 18 points and counting. And so Coach Wallace calls a timeout to get those subs in. With 107, Hawks are up 56-31. And so far the press has been, no pun intended here, impressive, as the full court press has really shaken the Oak Hill Highlanders and just really have put them in a spin where most of their starters averaging in the 7-6 point per game range barely have 2 or 4 points. Looks like Dessinger right now is leading the team with 7, and I think number 13 coming off the bench, I think she's at 6. So Oak Hills will get the ball. Press is off as Asher's in there. Emma Foles. Chenault on the defense right there. Wood in there. And now we're under 1 minute to play as Cornett goes in, and she gets a nice floater, and that'll give her 6 points for the night as they kick out. Oh, the girls are looking down there in the corner for Chenault. She has the ball, comes back up to Emma. Emma over to Brooke. Brooke looking. Chenault goes all the way over top to Asher as the Highlanders are trying to do a trap and get a little piece of that ball, and stilled by Cornett, and goes all the way down to Dean, and she does the layup as the Highlanders grab 2 more, but not near enough here at Lakota East tonight. Your Lady Hawks put it on tonight, 56-35 over the Oak Hill Highlanders. And that's all we have for tonight. Great game by both teams. Like I said, it's still all about the fun. We'll see you next broadcast. I appreciate it. Dave Royce out without my partner, Ken Yablonsky. Ken, we'll see you next time. That's all from Lakota East High School.